Hey, this is the Vault Boy Show, and this is another video about a game. So this is Battlefield 4. That's why I got Battlefield 3 up, and it's what I want in Battlefield 4. There's quite a lot of things. I mean, as everyone wants the things, but I want to focus on the little things. Maybe some of the mistakes they made, and some of the little things that that not a lot of people would think of. So first one of many is the shell ejecting on some of the guns. I mean, on some of them, I don't know if it's all of them because I haven't used them all, but on some of them the shells don't even come out. So I think with the JNG 90, when you pull the bolt back, a shell doesn't even come out, which is a shame. For things that I want, well, there's loads of things. You'd have what they've done with the premium players. You'd be allowed camo. You'd be allowed camos on your gun, but there wasn't really many camos available. So the camos that were available were there was maybe 2 camos for one gun, sometimes 3. And guns like the M4A1, which is what I'm using now, wouldn't get a look in unless just stuck with the plain grey silvery colour that you're stuck with, so it doesn't have a camo. If they maybe added 1 or 2 camos to each, maybe just one for the, say they bring out like a Battlefield 4 premium, perhaps you could have another extra 2 camos or something for a gun, and each gun had its own camo that you would have to unlock maybe for an assignment, so maybe each gun could have assignments. But the way they work with the guns, like the service stars, I think is really good. The way that you earn service stars for the support class, engineer, assault and recon, are all very good. And maybe they don't really need any classes because they are the 4 classes that I think matter. And that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, camos for that. A little bit more detail, so maybe serial numbers on the guns. Basically, to make the first-person view, like as you play as, which is brilliant at the moment. I find it fantastic. I found the graphics a lot better than maybe Call of Duty or something. Maybe something like that, and the fact that they are so good, they don't really have much to improve on in the gun graphics, but if they want to try and make the little things bigger or better, then they could put like a serial number on the gun or something along those lines. So you could have your own serial number on there, what you can make up, and you can have it on, say the M4, you can have it on the charging handle, which is the bit, I don't know if you know what it is, but the bit near the back of it, near the tube on the stock. Say you're in serial number, what you can see. Different colour gloves or something like that you use. And things like that. I mean, they fixed it now, but originally, when you played as the assault person on the United States team, the character you played as was a black character. And the arms or the gunplay, what would you see in the gunplay was the arms were white, and this didn't make sense. They fixed it now, luckily, but it took them quite a while to fix that issue, but it's fine now. And with some of the characters, or some of the like on the Russian team, the support person has got his sleeves rolled up, yet when you're playing as the support person, his sleeves are rolled down when you're playing as him. It's just the little things to try and make the third person view kill cam just as detailed as the first person view of the player. Same with assault, you have his sleeves rolled up when they're actually rolled down. And another thing they could have, I mean it's not necessarily essential, but they could have different types of bullets, like they have for shotgun. I mean, with the shotgun you have the buckshot, the fletchet darts, the frag rounds, and the slugs. Slugs I hate because I was playing a game earlier and people were literally sniping with a shotgun, which is terrible. But the shotgun shells idea they should keep. Maybe if they wanted to, they could add they could add it to the rifles as well. Certain rifles like have hollow point ammo or bullets, and the hollow points would cause more damage to maybe overexposed areas, so the arms and the legs and the head, where someone would be vulnerable to hollow points because they don't have any armour there, but they could also have maybe armour piercing rounds, which if you went for the chest would kill someone a lot easier. So if you had hollow points, you could get them easily in the arms and legs, maybe. But if you had armour piercing, you could get them easier in the chest. And hollow points against plate armour wouldn't affect it because the plate armour would stop them. But with armour piercing, it could probably go through flesh. But I don't know. Maybe they could make it so it doesn't go through as well as hollow point. Something like that. Something like that. Phone's going off. Sorry, that's my phone going off. So back onto armor piercing rounds. The rounds are quite. I'll put my phone on silent so it doesn't go off. Yeah, so they could have that. I mean, somehow they could make the armor piercing rounds not as doesn't do as much damage to the arms, although this wouldn't be realistic. The idea that they have with the one in the chamber, so that as you can see when I reload here, 31. You've got 31 bullets in your gun, so you would have 30 in the mag and 1 in the chamber ready to go. This sort of thing is I find brilliant, and the way it's done. Same with the G18 here. You got 20 when the old's 19. But they could. No, one thing that annoyed me is they tried to balance the guns too much. So you would have the AEK 971. I despise that gun. I hate it with a passion because it's so annoying. They try to make the damage over the rate of fire the same as maybe an M4A1, which has got a rate of fire of I think 800, where another gun's got a rate of fire of about 750, and they try to balance it by having the damage the same over the rate of fire. So, say a bullet done 25 damage on a 750 round rate of fire gun, they would try to balance that so it doesn't take, so it's quicker to kill someone with a slower rate of fire gun than it would be, say, a higher rate of fire gun, because the mag capacity goes down and other things like that. I know the guns have to be balanced, but this is what they've tried to do. So you end up sometimes getting someone and then being killed, and then you see on their thing that they've only got 1% health, so your bullets have done 33 damage. But in the other gun it would do exactly the same, apart from the rate of fire is different. So that bit's a bit confusing, but the guns are too balanced. I mean, there's got to be a way they have to balance them in order for them to be like equal to players, but that's it's quite confusing to explain. I suppose that's all I can really say about what I want from Battlefield 4. I mean, another thing that's got me about Battlefield 4 is Battlefield 4 is a new game. It's a new game in the series of Battlefield, but they can't really do much to change it. So most of the guns are going to be the same. I mean, there are plenty of guns that they haven't added, but I thought they were going to add them in the downloadable content, which they stopped doing after Close Quarters, because I liked it when you got guns like in the DLC. So the Back to Karkand and Close Quarters, you got guns in the package, and you could use them and get your own attachments for them. But that's just how they work. I mean, I'm sure they might add guns to the DLC package in Battlefield 4, but not going to talk about that because it hasn't even been released yet. So that's just one thing I can think of. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, camos, they need to have at least 1 or 2 camos for each gun upon release, and premium players maybe get 2 or 3 more. So each gun has its own camo because the guns that did have camos, no one really used. I mean, the QBB95 had the Airman camo and the Verkut camo, or I'm not sure how you say it. And they were not really being many people used them, so the guns that are quite popular maybe add a camo to them as well, because the guns that did have camos weren't very popular. You try and knife them. So there's plenty of things, but I just want to focus on the little things because it's not what many people think of. Just the little things like the gunplay and stuff. But the gameplay out of Battlefield 3 is fine. Just the guns are just too balanced and stuff like that. So this is another one of them videos that I've done if you saw my previous one. So I suppose I could say thanks for watching, guys, and if I haven't done a video in a long time, so I might have to make an update or something, but in the meantime, thanks for watching. It's been the Vault Boy Show.